Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning into my channel where I talk about stocks, the stock market, and investing. I post videos daily, so if this sounds like something you want to get more of, subscribe down below. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Roblox's move to jump into online advertising. CNBC reported today, September 9th, that Roblox will be testing an ad format with some developers and advertisers by the end of this year, earlier than the broader rollout expected in 2023. Now, that's big news for a company like Roblox that makes nearly 100% of its revenue from paying monthly active users. So, for the most part, and I'll switch here to Roblox's most recent 10K statement, because for the most part, you can sign up to Roblox for free and use most of its content for free, but there are unique items and unique experiences that players need to deposit money and purchase the in-game currency called Robux in order to experience. So if players do not deposit money, Roblox will not make money off of these players. And so it, let me show you how many players they had and how many of them actually deposit any money. So as of December 31st, 2021, Roblox had 45.5 million daily active users. This has grown to over 52 million in its most recent update. But from those 45.5 million as of December 31, only 678,000 of them had deposited money and purchased Robux. So only 678,000 paying monthly active users. For that reason, this is a huge deal for Roblox to develop an advertising system, a way to monetize these players through advertising. That way, it can generate revenue from the other 50 million players on Roblox. And so, this is great news for investors. They were happy to hear about it. The stock was up 13% on the day of this announcement. The market overall was up, so, but Roblox 13% was multiples higher than what the market was up. Now, Roblox started talking about this earlier in the first quarter of 2022 in their shareholder letter. They were talking about expanding monetization initiatives. They understood that they had all of these players and they were only making money off a small percentage of them, and so they knew there was an untapped opportunity there. So they were talking about this as we improve monetization per hour, they expect to see additional top line growth. Our dedicated economy team is focused on three primary areas to increase monetizing. And you see here, advertising was one of those. Discovery, advertising, and UGC. UGC stands for user generated content. And we go a little bit lower, they talk about advertising in greater detail. They said they believe advertising is a good way to help creators. They said there's a good way to help creators do this with a sponsored search results and recommendation system on the platform that allows them to showcase their experiences. So if you're not aware, Roblox does not itself create the content that you see on the platform. It outsources this activity to third-party developers. It then promises to pay developers a percentage of the revenue that their games and creations generate. And so Roblox is planning to monetize that form as well. So it is expecting developers to spend money to advertise their creations to bring customers to them, to their creations, in order to generate revenue in that way. So this is one way where Roblox is going to get some revenue, not just from advertisers outside of the platform, but developers inside of the platform are also going to spend they expect them to develop money when they develop this advertising system. So the system under development will allow creators to predictably bid for impressions or visits. So this will allow creators to, if they want to have 1,000 views or 1,000 visits to their website, they can bid how much they want to bid for those 1,000 visitors in a predictable way. Beyond sponsored ads, they're in the beginning stages of developing native and immersive advertising in the Roblox Metaverse. They envision several new advertising units that they imagine being complementary to the user experience. I will say this, nearly every platform that brings in advertising thinks that it's complementary to the user experience. As a user of many experiences, I have yet to see one where advertising is a complement to the service. When I see advertising, it's typically an annoyance, not a complement. And so I would be skeptical that Roblox can develop one that's going to be complementary to the user experience. They say they plan to introduce these units in a way that is both consistent with our values as well as conservative with respect to advertising guidelines for younger people around the world, especially for our users below the age of 13. That's important because Roblox has a lot of users that are younger, as young as 4 or 5 years old, 6, 7 years old. It's popular among the younger generation. It's a platform where you could go on and play games, interact with each other. There's simulators, theme park simulator, roller coaster simulator, several of these types of games that are popular with younger kids. And so they need to be respective of that when they're thinking about their advertising on the platform. Okay. Now, in the second quarter conference call that was held on August 10th, the CEO, Dave Baszucki, talked about advertising as well. So, this announcement that came out on CNBC today is not something brand new. Investors that have been following Roblox like I have been expecting this, and it's one of the untapped opportunities that I have been discussing when I've been writing about and making videos about Roblox. So management says, or the CEO said that given that there's 4.7 billion hours of engagement on the platform in the month of July, there's very conservative and gentle ways of initially trying this with top-notch brands. You can see potential there to earn advertising dollars per hour because there's so much engagement on the platform. That's true. When there's people spending time on the platform, advertisers are going to want to pay to get the attention of those users that are on the platform. That's what advertisers pay for the ability to influence purchasing decisions. And if you're on the platform longer, they're willing to pay more because there's more opportunities to influence your purchasing decisions. The CEO goes on to say that the product direction for the advertising system will be self-service, but it'll be complemented by an amazing brand team. So this is usually the case with digital advertising. It's self-service, automated, and that's great news for the team developing it because it has the potential to be highly profitable if it's automated. All Roblox has to do is make the initial investments to develop the platform. Once those costs and investments are undertaken, the rest of the service will be mainly profits because advertisers will be going on the system themselves, purchasing the amount of advertising that they want in the types of ways that they want, and that will mostly be a creative additive to Roblox's bottom line, which is something that Roblox needs because they have yet to achieve, profitability on the bottom line. So this is an important development. Certainly great news for investors in Roblox, and you can understand why the stock was up 13% on this day of the announcement. It's coming out ahead of expectations, and that's great news. But let me know what you think of Roblox stock in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe to see more awesome content like this. And I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 250%. Go to fool.com/Parkev to get your 10 stock picks now.